Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's getting to be that time of year again for people in America anyway. And Thanksgiving really wasn't that big a deal for me growing up. I did really enjoy eating the food though. But one thing I really wasn't that interested in was the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But in recent years, I've really gotten into them. I find them very interesting time capsules of things long past, things that we all remember or have been rightfully forgotten by the sands of time. You got the marching bands, you got musicals that were on around the time, you have random sitcom stars, random people promoting movies or products, shameless commercialism, it's all good stuff. So I thought it would be fun to take a trip back in time and to explore one of these Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades, and I hope that you take the journey along with me. Some kind souls have provided these on YouTube. The one that I'm going to be watching today is by someone called Tape Vault, and it's from 1990. So let's go!
Orders of the weather, but orders of the fun. Our host, Willard Scott.
Willard Scott was great. So if you've only seen recent Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades, he did these forever. He was the original Ronald McDonald. Fun fact for you. Oh man, the big shoulder pads. That's how you know you're back in 1990. Shame about the cultural appropriation going on, huh?
Plus, stars from theater and television. Scott Bakula.
Hey!
LaBelle.
He was in a couple of these, Scott Bakula.
Cosby Show's Raven Symone.
Raven Symone, remember her? What's she been doing these days?
Clifford, the big red dog, and the giant Bart Simpson balloons. Broadway star Judy Kaye, country singer Patty Loveless, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles band, the Boys, the cast of Nonsense.
I'm glad I picked this one. We got some real gems in this.
Santa Claus.
Santa! Ah! How'd they get him? How'd they get him? He never shows up to any of these. Oshkosh bagosh, that's fun to say, isn't it? I've only seen them in like near abandoned malls these days.
And they start us off today with a tribute to Thanksgiving Day, Western style.
Take it away, girl!
Western style. Oh no, oh no, oh no! No, they got the racism. They got the racism. Yikes. So this is good like for group viewings, because you know when the bands start up, the marching bands, you can talk, you can get your food, take your bathroom breaks, you ain't gonna be missing much. This one especially. Not a fan. The spandex cowboy outfits / Native American garb. Just wonderfully tacky. Has anyone in the comments actually been to a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade? Like, what are the views like? Because obviously you're not seeing the broadcast, you're actually just there. I bet it's very cold. Feels like a majority of them, like, it's really bad weather.
Makes you want to put on your dancing shoes.
Oh no, the mic didn't work. Wah, wah.
Here's one of the Big Apple's favorite performers, Grandma. Now watch out, Grandma. Please don't drop your music box, sweetheart.
Grandma? Oh no, is that the old clown? Oh no! Ugh. Oh, I hate the old clown. Favorite performer? Look at that, look at the people milling in, like, it's just Grandma. You hear the audience like booing, like actively booing Grandma. Get off the stage! Oh, that was it. Oh, that was the whole bit. Okay. I think she comes back later. Suddenly want some Nesquik.
I like that rabbit. We got lots of rabbits on this show, so don't go away. We got many, many rabbits.
Oh, that's a big promise, Willard. We're holding a picture of a cub. I can't tell if this one is racist or just dumb. Probably both. Kids in the audience, where's Santa?
My name, Jose Jimenez. should my lips be concealing?
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna say also racist, yes. There's something about the 50s, huh? Annoyance? The Spider-Man POV cam, yeah! Oh no. So funny. So funny. Boo! They're not booing the conductor, they're booing you, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma's gonna
Balloons that we're looking at, there's, I think, Spider-Man's foot. The balloons are really the trademark of the parade.
Spider-Man's foot. You can see it all at Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
So many of the old American folk heroes, Pecos Bill.
Right.
That's a new one. I saw him building that over New Jersey. It's a spectacular sight to see. Sight to see.
Hey, okay. This musical was written in 1926 for Broadway. And in 1990, this was the Broadway revival. It had a few revivals, but 1990 was the last revival it had. So you missed out if you were around in 1990. Okay, so the song Someone to Watch Over Me came from this musical. I like that song. It's interesting that song seems to have stood the test of time more than the musical. I've never heard of it, but I'm not as informed of the Broadway scene, so I don't know. Maybe more people are familiar with this, but. See, I'm hoping that my neighbors walking by outside don't see me dancing.
That new rap sensation Kid in Play. Now, these guys really know how to celebrate the good times.
The rap sensation Kid in Play. Is this from House Party, or has he just got the same hair? Okay, Kid in Play, American hip-hop duo from New York City that were popular in the late 1980s and early 1990s. You can't imagine, though, that that was the height of their popularity. They just seem timeless. Yeah! Yes. House Party. I did recognize the hair. House Party was originally meant for DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Jazzy Jeff revealed in an interview later, if you think about the premise of House Party, one dude was a DJ and the other was a rapper, so House Party was set up for Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. We weren't thinking about doing movies back then. Yeah, shut up. They just keep doing the same bit though, like they're not doing anything different, just she opens a music box and then the guy comes over and closes it. Who is he in the canon of this? It's just some composer dude? He's just hanging out at the at the parade? Nonsense. Oh, I bet that was great. This is some nonsense. Have you ever seen a tap dancing nun? I've never seen it in my life. I got like Minnie Mouse shoes. Right, what's nonsense? 1985 musical comedy. It originated as a line of greeting cards. Well, that's the best way to start up your musical. It was the second longest running off-Broadway show in history? So, okay, so musical nerds are gonna come for me on this one. Again, I am not as familiar with all of this stuff. The show has been adapted for television and spawned 6 sequels and 3 spin-offs? This was a whole big franchise I never knew about? Nonsense 2, The Second Coming. Sister Amnesia's Country Western Nonsense Jamboree. Nuncrackers, the Nonsense Christmas Musical. Meshuggah Nuns. Nunsations, the Nonsense Vegas Review. Nunset Boulevard. That was the last one. Alright, those are all the Nonsense sequels. Oh good, I'm hoping for a stunning payoff. You know what? I mean, fair. How did he get that tiny trash can? It's so small.
Can't touch this.
It's nice 1990. It never got funnier than playing Can't Touch This. The MC Hammer, the instant punchline. It's so good. Yeah, the audience applause died down, you notice? Backup dancer Howie Mandel. What is happening? Some things are best left forgotten, to be honest.
Buddy and the Crickets rock and roll. Patti LaBelle sings.
Anyway, I used to watch the Mary Martin recording of this show. I always really enjoyed it. These kids are so cold. They gotta cling to their Paddingtons. Oh, like the one girl just looking at the camera. That's cute.
Ronald better get up, lady. You'll have a Big Mac attack.
Well, you know what keeps
I'll have a Mac attack.
The stuff that rock and roll was to become. And in the new Broadway show, the astonishing...
Yep. Seen here. In Peter Pan. We got some more nostalgia. Da, 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 da.
Try to remember the kind of September.
Try to remember the Nesquik bunny floating behind me distractingly. It's ridiculous. There he is! There he is again! He's right behind you! The Fantastics is the world's longest running musical. 42 years. Is he doing okay? Are you doing okay, Kermit? I think his eye is deflating.
And as the grand finale to our first hour, we've hired Spencer for Hire, Robert Urich. Currently starring in
Spencer for Hire, guys.
It's a hoedown, folks. So clap your hands.
It's a hoedown with Spencer for Hire. Amazing. Oh no. Oh no. I expected better from you, Spencer. You got Peter Pan in on this. Not convincing. Now, I've seen approximately 0 minutes of Spencer for Hire. Did he do a lot of singing and dancing in there? Is that something he was known for? I don't think he's bad. I literally know nothing about Spencer for Hire. The series was estimated to have generated $50 million for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Daniel marched in the very first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade back in 1924.
Now he gets to hang out with Paddington. Living the dream. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade started because they wanted to sell stuff from the department store, and it just grew from there. It is the second longest running Thanksgiving parade with, hang on, what was the one ahead of it? The one ahead of it is America's Thanksgiving Parade in Detroit. But both parades are 4 years younger than Philadelphia's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So I'm gonna guess it just, it doesn't, that one was discontinued? No, it says is, so how is it the second oldest, but there's 2 that are older than it? I don't understand you, Wikipedia. Clifford, everything old is new again. They got that Clifford movie coming out sometime this year, next year, sometime in the near future. Hey guys, it's me, Clifford. Send in the clowns! And another giant turkey. Ooh, I remember this one. It's got the scary eyes. Only one of which appears to be blinking. It's only one of them working. Ooh. Got the Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks sitting on a giant turkey with one scary blinking eye. He's back! Coming for ya. Oh my gosh, that's quite a mustache. Good for him. Da, 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 da. Did you have fun using the litter box? Quick Money's getting a lot of screen time in 1990. Slip them a little extra money. We wish you a Nesquik bunny and a chocolate milk too. Is he being lugged around by the Ninja Turtles? Oh, did you see me in the Thanksgiving parade? I was a sunflower in the strawberry float. Oh, I'm a clown and a tortoise. What? Okay, I get the tortoise and the hare. Why is the kangaroo there? What does the kangaroo have to do with it?
Who's
Who does he look like?
It looks like a big old bear.
It's a hot new singing group. I mean hot. The guys next door. They have a
The guys next door. I'm sure they lasted long. Oh, it's from a TV series. Okay. It was a TV series from 1990 to 91. It was a boy band doing comedy sketches and spoofs. A combination of New Kids on the Block and the Monkees. It was the Monkees for a new generation. Yes, it was 1 season, 13 episodes. Yeah, Raven Simone's enjoying this. She only wishes she could be as successful as the guys next door.
Pennsylvania's Glee Club has sung and danced its way through 22 countries.
This is what the people were doing at the bars after this. And then bumblebees. What is that? Oh, it's the... They just start with the butt end of the dog. Yeah, these ones I remember being in a few of these. Also quite scary. It's got the blinking problem again. They never work right. I guess some of these aren't really promoting anything. Other than dogs are cool? I mean, agreed? It's promoting Macy's. Is Macy's even doing that well? I mean, I guess they make their money from the parades these days. The eye's working a little better on the brown one.
What is it about puppies and little kids that just
They're
seem to go
soft
together
and
so
warm
well?
and real, and there's nothing phony about them. They're everything.
They're soft and warm and real. Puppies and children are in fact not figments of our imagination. Thanks, Willard Scott. Don't worry, Ash. You're better than dogs. The stars of the evening. Wait, what is the costumes, the balloon handlers? Oh, they're all big birds, I think, because it's a big bird, right? Yeah! Gay icons, Bert and Ernie.
Yes, I like you. Really? That is right.
The Big Bird balloon was one of the longest running balloons in the parade, but they eventually retired it because it got too old. Just Macy's balls. Nothing fancy, just a couple of Macy's balls. Here comes the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man can. Makes the world look weird. They're right behind you. We got a bunch of clowns following me. Got a bunch of clowns chained into their car. What's your favorite Woody Woodpecker moment or quote? Nothing? We used to have a Christmas ornament that was the Snuggle Bear. That's why the Snuggle Bear has stayed in my mind all these years. Clowns, Paul Bunyan, Woody Woodpecker, whatever. Could be anything. That's the joy of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades. Everything's just sort of a mishmash of things. This is all from the Reynolds Metal Company, and they've, I guess, done a bunch of Tall Tales. Remember that movie, Tall Tales? Don't touch those cactuses. I'll prick ya. Cacti? I should know this. I grew up in Arizona. This is one thing I'm really glad I'm seeing broadcasts and not in person, because I feel like 3 hours of live band music would just be overwhelming. You know what? Go tubas. These are difficult instruments to play. You gotta have a lot of wind power. Again with the blinking, it never looks good. And it's so unnecessary to add the blinking onto these things. It doesn't even close all the way. I guess because it's like an older one too, also, like the ones that they... Oh, see, again, only one? I saw that, it was only one working. You know what it reminds me of? Those caterpillar cakes. I used to have those like in elementary school. I want a caterpillar cake now.
Have you ever seen a more adorable doodlebug?
I think he's winking at you.
Trying to save it. Oh, see, they're just like inside. Well, I hope it's heated in there.
These are real people, folks.
They're real people. Just like dogs and kids. Yeah! Hell yeah, Barbie!
The purpose is to celebrate a Barbie summit that's being held here in New York City this week.
A Barbie summit. Oh, this is good. The kids got the little flags. Do you remember in 1990 when Barbie ended racism? Yeah, wear your traditional costumes and do your dance. The world was brought together. There was no more war. There was no more crime. There was no more hate. Because together we did it with Barbie.
Hear the children's voices, they are calling out for peace.
There was a Summit Barbie doll that was styled like this, released in 1990. But like, what was the Summit though? Loggers want Barbie to play a different tune. An Oregon-based group consisting largely of loggers and their families has an axe to grind with Barbie. But Mattel Inc., the popular doll's manufacturer, says the concerns have been blown out of proportion. The Barbie brouhaha started in November when Mattel aired commercials for its Barbie Children's Summit, a Thanksgiving week gathering in New York where 40 children from 27 nations chose world peace as the cause most deserving of support from a $500,000 Mattel fund. Efforts to fight homelessness and drug use were also deemed worthy. Simple enough. But a tune sung by children in the ads featured lyrics such as, "The world would be a better place if we could save the trees and the eagles, and we can save our world together, we can stop the trees from falling."
Stop the trees from falling. We can free our world of drugs.
Oh my god! Loggers hated Barbie! There was a Barbie world peace / loggers war. The logger group Oregon Lands Coalition lobbied Congress against legislation aimed at protecting the northern spotted owl. Ooh, them evil loggers! Ooh. I tell you, that Barbie summit got hot. Didn't they learn that we could do it together? If they'd watched this parade, they wouldn't feel that way. Another marching band. You know what? Good for them. Good for these kids being in this parade. That had to have been a really exciting time for them. You gotta get like a lot, like every clown in the world is at Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This has gotta be good work for clowns. They got clowns young and old. You get from grandma to the little boy. Clown society thrives. Yeah!
I was looking at the Big Panther. Direct from their constant appearance in Los Angeles, it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles band, Cowabunga. The motto of their national tour is, "You do more good with music than with weapons."
So, speaking of things specifically from 1990, so they're not just promoting the Ninja Turtles, it's the Ninja Turtles Coming Out of Their Shells musical tour, which famously everybody loved and never makes fun of now. There's the Turtles! We can count on them! The kid's having the time of her life. She loves the Turtles. Every once in a while this song kind of comes into my head. Okay, that kid's loving it. Not the one behind him, but... This may be one of the greatest Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades ever. Oh man, in 1990, this is fancy. Getting that dissolve in there. Bring the Turtles back! Okay, they formed something. read that. What is that? Ugh. Oh, it's that comic strip, right?
Scott Bakula takes a quantum leap back in time to ride on this old-fashioned carousel.
Here's the boy! Yeah!
A few of my favorite things.
Hey, Scott Bakula. What's up? I like his sneaks.
Sweetheart, baby.
Yeah, Scott Bakula and Willard Scott. BFFs forever.
You were the very first of these guys, the very first Ronald McDonald.
There he is. Never got better than that, huh, McDonald's? Hey, going to the Caribbean. Yeah, on a giant crab. They got fish heads and starfish on their robes. Okay, time to find out about this one. Once on this island. This is based on the 1985 novel My Love, or The Peasant Girl by Rosa Guy. 1990 was the original Broadway performance of it, I guess. It was revived as recently as 2019. It won the Laurence Olivier Award for Best New Musical in 1995, 5 years after it premiered, I guess, and 2018 Tony Award for Best Revival of a Musical. Pretty prestigious. You guys enjoying these Wikipedia entries? We're learning together. I think that's nice, actually. I think it's kind of nice that we're all gathering this information together across the internet, much like Barbie, just bringing together everyone internationally, all races, sexes, nations. We're just all coming together. Getting real sick of the marching bands. That is unfortunately something you gotta deal with. It's not that I don't respect them, it's just it tends to blend together a little bit. It tends to become kind of the same thing. Ooh. One horse trying to buck the person at the bottom there. Ooh.
What have we here? The dancing grannies?
Dancing grannies. This is a great year for grannies, huh? Well, I mean, okay, it was a bad year with the clown, but it's a good year with them. They were bringing it back. They're making up for Grandma Clown's anti-comedy. Oh, well, they're done with them. Smoke! Wow, looks good, guys. Man, that's gotta be the worst one to be saddled with, huh? A Kermit Miss Piggy dancing to the song.
Here she is, that shameless pig.
Shameless? She's not even doing anything. She's just... Why is he calling out Miss Piggy like this?
Beloved Kermit, that frog that we all love, riding on a roll.
Oh, we love the frog, but Miss Piggy's shameless. They're doing the same thing.
Macy's parade pays tribute to Jim Henson, whose magical creations have been a very special part of this parade now.
That was the year he passed, wasn't it?
Kermit was the first Macy's balloon ever allowed outside the United States.
The first Macy's balloon ever allowed outside of the United States. He escaped the containment unit. I can't believe Looney Tunes was as old as 1990. That's crazy. You feel old yet? It is a little bit jarring to go from R.I.P. Jim Henson to Looney Tunes University. Looniversity, sorry, I don't want to get that wrong. And the backup pilgrims. I love, like, what does this have to do with anything? It has to do with nothing. It could be anything. That's the joy of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Ugh. The hell is Freud?
Now this guy is Freud, and that stands for friend of your dreams. Kind of an ugly guy, but I guess he's so ugly he's cute.
Friend of your dreams? This is a toy? I love, like, even they're pointing out like it's super ugly. Ew. Is this from 1984? How did that last into 6 years? Like, 84? People fondly remember the Freud toy. It feels like something that people have buried in their minds. Yeah, look at that! That's pretty crazy. Yeah, they got some good moves. I like boys! Was this the golden era of cheerleading?
Good grief, They're terrific. And I hope their parents haven't died of heart failure watching them being thrown up in the air. Right behind them sailing in.
That was kind of dark.
Folks are comparing them to the Jackson 5. They're known as the Boys.
That's easy to Google. This is not. I look up the Boys and it comes up with an English band. I don't know who these boys are. Unfamiliar boys. Who are the boys? I'm finding nothing. They got the MC Hammer jackets. Sized way too big for them. Pizza Hut, Roy Rogers, and the raisins, the singing raisins. That was a series of commercials that they did, and they became a phenomenon. Had a bunch of toys, specials, I believe, also. Oh, there's Bart Simpson. There he is. Blown out in the back.
Stand by, anything could happen. Don't have a cow.
A scary mouth. In 3D, he loses a little something. This was the first year that they used Bart Simpson. Okay, so apparently the Bart Simpson balloon was created by a different balloon maker than what they usually used for Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This was bigger than life, but they were inexperienced in creating balloons that big. So the Bart Simpson balloon had a lot of problems. The stitching would come loose, it would deflate a lot, it had a lot of issues.
Cool man, cool. I mean, really cool.
A cool dude.
All the Farquad dancers coming into Duloc. Are you guys familiar with this character called Snoopy from Peanuts? It was a crazy series. Look it up. She's stolen my hair. It's just precious. I remember there was a thing going around on Twitter about the rules for the Paddington Twitter account, and I believe there were do's and don'ts, and one of them was do talk about how much he loves marmalade, but don't talk about not liking marmalade. Oh no! Don't get that close though! Now what is this though? Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate it. Oh, but who is this for? This is the worst. And you know, like, they had to, like, listen to this during rehearsals so many times. What's going on? What is going on? Contortionist dog dance, of course. You know what the real shame is, like, they have some real talent. Like, it's not easy to do these moves. To do splits, to do the contortions and all that, but man, the costuming and music choice really seems amateur. Hey, there's Dennis the Menace though. And now impressions. This was like, were impressionists ever bigger than the 90s? Late 80s, early 90s? I feel like that was like peak time for impressionists. I want Pizza Hut though. Wait, was that the Bart Simpson? That didn't sound like Bart Simpson, excuse me? No. He had to throw that in there last minute, I bet. He didn't have Bart Simpson as part of his repertoire. Ah, there's a Snuggle Bear! Aw, that's cute. Even its scary eyes. Yeah, it's cute though. It's cute. I'm coming from your stocking. That's a good view, yeah. USA. Doesn't get much more New York than the Rockettes, huh? I guess that's what they're known for. Bringing in Santa with the Rockettes, yeah. This is fun though. There's a certain ambiance lost when you're watching these things and you don't have the tape trying to murder itself. Yeah. Man, this tape really didn't like the Rockettes. Gotta get another marching band in there. Enough!
They're famous for the feather fans you see there, and well, I think that's something that some folks like.
Famous for the feather fans? Uh-huh. Alright. We've seen the famous feather fans. Pretty cool. The tape really is just like, I've had enough. I'm tired. I ate all this turkey. It's making me sleepy. I just want to go to bed. Yeah, right down the tube. Just go right in there. Why? Bring in Santa! Santa's behind him. I see him there. Barry Manilow. Come on. We got Santa coming. You know all the classic Christmas stories where Barry Manilow leads in Santa Claus? For all the kids to enjoy? I do like the candy cane children next to him. Look at them, they're like, ugh. Can't believe I had to be a candy cane. That's another staple of these things, just kids looking miserable. I'm tired. I'm cold. Mommy, Daddy, who's that? Put me down. The fingers through the top. Set me free. You know what? I was wrong. We needed to see this first, actually. We don't need Santa yet. Ah!
The balloons, how fancy the floats. This is the star of the show.
Yeah, well, plenty of people.
Yeah, the tape is dying. Merry Christmas. Does he got like a headband or something? What is that about? And the like S&M gear? This is a very strange Santa.
Ho, ho, ho! Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas!
This ain't your holiday, Santa.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
As you slowly go insane.
That little guy doesn't know who Santa is, or he'd be more excited.
You know, when they have to acknowledge it, like, these kids ain't having a good time. Well, as the parade comes to a conclusion, so does this video. I hope you guys enjoyed revisiting this with me. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'll be seeing you around, and if you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you liked or subscribed, or maybe both. That'd be kind of nice. See you guys around. Bye!